probably the best book that I've read in this year. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiara and I'm so excited to start this new kind of like chapter of my life. I really wanted to do a lot of videos here on YouTube in where I can talk about books that I've read, because actually I read a lot of books, so why not talk to you about this? I know that a lot of you know the book talk word, and if I have to be honest, I'm really into the book talk. So today we're going to talk about a book which is really famous on TikTok and a book talk in general. I'm pretty sure that you know this book because it's like a bestseller. So this book is about dragon, Rider Dragon 2, war, and especially love. So the book is, drumroll, For Wing. There are books that make you fall in love with the characters, and then there are books that makes you kind of like forget the real world. And that's exactly where Four Wings did to me. I picked it up thinking, okay, let's just put this new gem together, because I never read the fantasy romance before, and I ended up being so mesmerized that I immediately bought Iron Flame Morning Stone too. Because the Four Wing is the first book of the one and only Rebecca Yarros. I think that isn't just a story about our female protagonist, who is to Sorregale and their survival in this military academy, but in my opinion is a book about how hard it is to live in a world that wasn't built for you and how much courage it takes to stay in anyway. So what is the story of the Third Wing? So we have our female protagonist, who is Violet Sorregale, and she is the daughter of the commanding general, a very cold, strict and ruthless woman who has led Navarra's army for like years. And ever since she was a child, she always dreamed of entering to the scribe quadrant, in which she could be herself and she could dedicate herself to books and knowledge too. But destiny, or rather her mother, had different plans. So during the day of the selection ceremony, her mother decided that Violet has to go to this kind of military academy for dragon riders, a place where death is almost like guaranteed, and every year hundreds of cadets die before even reaching second semester. The problem, Violet is not like the others. She's really fragile, her bones break really easily, and her body can withstand the weight that happens, and everyone write her off before she even like steps onto the training grounds. But she goes anyway because she is a Sorregale. Maybe she's fragile, but her mind is as sharp as a blade. And then of course we have a lot of dragon. They are like this kind of majestic, really intelligent creature that cannot be trained or forced like to anything. They choose actually their rider, and if they think that you are unworthy, they will burn you alive on the spot. I can guarantee to you, it's written in the book. So in this fight for survival, we have Sidon, which is our main protagonist. Sidon is the son of this rebel who was executed by Violet's mother. So theoretically, he's her worst enemy, but he is the only one who truly sees her for her real self. He challenges, tests, but the most important thing is that Sidon never, and I'm saying never, underestimates Violet. And this is really important during the entire like storytelling. In my opinion, I think that what makes Four Wing like unforgettable isn't just for the plot, because the plot is so good and so well written by Rebecca Yarros, because I think that's a lot of different from the plot that I've read in this couple of months. But it isn't just like that. It's the way that Rebecca Yarros wrote his book in order to make us feel Violet's pain and grow too. Her fragility isn't a weakness. It's just another way of strength. We will see a lot of times Violet, this is not a spoiler of course, we will see a lot of times Violet win, but not because she's so strong, but because she's so intelligent. And in my personal opinion, another really interesting thing is how Rebecca pictured the dragons, which aren't just like animals, but there are interesting beings with preferences, personalities, and this kind of like telepathic bond that makes also the dragon dragons connection even sacred. And now we have to talk about the ending, because the ending is so like it's completely, and without saying any spoiler at all, because I don't want to make spoiler, but I can say to you, when you know where the story is going, everything, and I would say everything, kind of shifts, and you're like, what's going on? Like, what just happened? So if I have to kind of summarize everything about this book, I would say that it's a story about war, but also love. It's a story about strength, but also fragility, and it's a story about power, but like above all, it's a story about freedom and the freedom of being who you really are. I think that I would suggest this book to people who love Divergent, Akota Cities, Hunger Games, every single person who actually loves fantasy, this kind of like dystopic world in which we love to be in, just to kind of like forget our real world. So yeah, so if you love this dystopic kind of world in fantasy romance, you will love that. You know, one of my biggest dreams right now is to talk to Rebecca Yarros, just to kind of understand what's going on in her mind and how she kind of picture all this world, all these characters. And I hope to do so because I don't know if you know this, but I have another YouTube channel which is called We Are Stories, in which I basically interview writers from like all over the world, and I would really love to chat with her. So I don't know, like hopefully I wanted to do an interview with her. So if you read For Wings, let me know in the comments if you liked, if you loved, or if you hated it. And if you wanted to read For Wings, let me know in the comments so we can chat a little bit and talk about For Wings even more in the comments. I would say one thing, but I can't right now, about Iron Flame and Onyx Storm, but I can just say one thing. Next week there are going to be like a lot of surprise, but I can't tell right now. But stay tuned because I think that they are really cool and I can't wait to like show to you. And yeah, if you liked the video and you wanted to support me, remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel because there are going to be some updates. Bye!